Hey guys, we are currently gonna go over Mr. J. Ryan's house for 101 Mayflower Court, Cartersville, Georgia, 30120. It's claim number 0759546111. So we're gonna go over some of the exterior supplements that we submitted, the explanations of the estimates. We're going to start off by, we did add, I'll go over every single line item on each estimate in a little bit, but we're going to go over certain little things that were missing on the initial inspection. As you can see, we added a siding, a replacement of a piece of siding there on the chimney, and that was for the right elevation. We added that to the estimate. We also added the mailbox for 101 Mayflower. You can see it's completely shot up with hell. We'll go over all the line items right now here in the estimate. Here's the front gutter. So on the original estimate, only some gutters and downspouts were approved, but as you can see, they are completely shot up with hell. So there's hell all around it, all around the gutters and downspouts. These are the front. These are also the front gutters right here. You can see some really strong hell hits there. This is the left elevation of the house. You can see it looks like hell striked it there as well. It was just a piece of siding we added there for the estimate. This is the back. This is the back side of the gutters. You can see all these little dings there. That's all hell hits. You can see this is also the back side of the gutter. You can see all these hell hits right here. There's quite a bit of hell. This is ongoing back pictures. This is for the back side of the house as well. Some of the side, we also just added a piece. You can see that one of the pieces was actually cracked there. It looked like it could have been for hell. Now this is the garage door. I'm gonna have some really good zoom pictures right now where you can actually see some of the really hard hell hits it took. So for one, you could see one there. You can see another one right there. Another one right there, another one right here. So those are some of the line items we actually added here with the estimates. You can see some really good hits right there. Right here as well. And now we're going to go over the actual estimate. So you can see why we added each line item. Of course, the fireplace was already approved. The casing. The chimney cap also had some pretty good hell hits. So the casing was added, but not the actual labor. And of course, to get the proper installation, especially with such a big liability of a chimney cap, it does get a bit expensive. So on the removal, disposal, and install, usually runs up about $750 on the labor side of things for that. The $439 is really just for the sheeting, not for the install. Now the others, a lot of these pricing was actually straight from the Home Depot website, so you can see that the material is priced based off of a lot of it's based off of Home Depot. And you can see there's just a regular garage door, runs you up about $1,182. Of course, the install. This is just the mailbox. The mailbox by itself runs you up about $32. Of course, we need to put some numbers on that mailbox. $6. the install of the mailbox. Now, I had mentioned in the video earlier in the video, all the gutters and downspouts were shot up. So we went ahead and rewritten the estimate for all the gutters and downspouts. Now, I mentioned in this video as well. Now, this siding, it includes removal and disposal and the actual siding itself. So on the right side of the chimney, we one piece. On the back elevation as well as one piece that we found, and on the left elevation, of course, one piece that we found as well. So that concludes the exterior supplements. I'm now gonna start going over the interior supplements for Mr. J. Ryan again. Okay, guys, so now we're back here with the interior supplements from Mr. J. Ryan. And this is, of course, the true cost to get the interior work done. We added here was the plastic, of course, to cover everything up, especially when dealing with popcorn. We need to make sure every surface area is covered up. Painter's tape. Painter's tape ain't cheap. A pack costs us about $45. Sheetrock screws to replace the sheetrock. Basically, it was 2 square feet of sheetrock that was approved there. The actual sheet, we're not going to find anything smaller that they'll sell us than the 23-inch by 23-inch at Home Depot. That's $8. The insulation, of course, we need to buy by the roll. They won't just sell us 2 square feet of insulation. Kilns. We do need the kilns for whenever we're reinstalling the popcorn. In order for the popcorn to properly heal, we always make sure to prime it with oil-based kilns, not just any kind of primer. It needs to be oil-based. Of course, we are going to need some compound for the to refinish the ceilings. Whenever we're doing these sheetrock repairs, of course, we need some compound. Popcorn texture to reapply the popcorn, the $18 a box for that. The ceiling paint is about $52 for 2 gallons, about what we need as well to get the paint. That's after the primer, of course. Sanding blocks for the patch areas. Whenever we're dealing with refinishing ceilings, we always need to detach and reset the fans and the light fixtures. So there goes for that. Of course, we need to cover up the floor with Tramco. With all the foot traffic that needs to go around there, it's the best bet to use the Tramco. Each roll covers about 100 square feet. It is 144 square feet, so we need 2 rolls. The the actual price to get the floor covering installed, of course, it's $50 50 cents a square foot. The wall coverage, that's to put plastic in all the walls. Now, we need to put plastic on all the walls, especially when installing popcorn ceilings. Whenever we're installing new popcorn ceilings, that texture, or even removing that compound, the texture, if we don't cover up the walls, what will happen is that it'll be attached to the walls that we're not working on, and of course requiring additional work there. It's best just to go ahead and cover them up to avoid any popcorn, either some of the debris that we remove, or whenever we're reinstalling the popcorn, to make sure none of that popcorn gets on the actual walls. Of course, that's the price for the sheetrock refinishing. Whenever we're removing the install of the drywall, and it takes quite a bit to actually get the proper finish on the sheetrock. We need to put about 3 layers of compound in order for it to actually properly blend in, and that could take quite a bit, especially just standing there long periods of time just with the heat gun, making sure it gets it properly dries in order to make it properly blend in. The price for the installation, removal, and the reinstall, of course. Furniture moving in and moving out, it's quite a bit of furniture actually, so this price does include the removal and the reinstall, the reset of the furniture. This price includes the actual labor of the popcorn reinstall. Now our popcorn machines do get they get pretty clogged up. It isn't the easiest to work with a popcorn. That explains why it's at $255 a square foot. Same concept goes for the oil-based paint or oil-based primer. Whenever we're using oil-based for the primer, we need to really clean our machines, and it's very hard to remove. That explains the $2 a square foot on that. The latex paint isn't a big deal, so we don't mind charging $1 a square foot for that. But that pretty much goes over the interior and exterior supplements. If you do have any questions over any of the pricing or any of the labor, don't hesitate to give me a call at 470-529-3162.